SummerSlam is right around the corner. Today on the show, I'm giving you our predictions for what we could see for WWE 2K22 at this summer's big event in Las Vegas. That episode for all of you is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Assemble. I'm Matt. Good to see you. Great to have you here on the show. And yes, WWE 2K22 is supposed to have a big reveal and being sponsored at this year's SummerSlam. I'm excited for the event as a whole. We got a lot of big names coming down the pipe like Goldberg, you got John Cena, you got the head of the table, you got Roman Reigns over there. There's a lot going on. And for the game itself, it's been in limbo. We have had just nothing to work with. It's just insanity at this point. And with the game sponsoring this year's SummerSlam, you kind of think we're gonna get something, right? A little bit more than just like the standard Rey Mysterio Cesaro clip that we've seen endlessly forever, and then maybe they'll talk about the game a little bit. It would be a wild, crazy concept, right? So today we're gonna go through our predictions for what we could see at SummerSlam with the big reveal from 2K. Do I believe that these things would actually happen? Really? Probably not. Do I think we'll get something? Yes, but I want to be an optimist. I want to enjoy myself today. I want you to get excited with me because it could be something great. It could also be just trash and we could just get absolutely nothing out of it. Anyways, let's get into predictions. Okay, I think the first obvious one is that we would get some sort of gameplay trailer. We wouldn't just get a splash screen advertisement of the game that it is coming. It could be 30 seconds long. It's all I need. Give me some good music, entrances. I need somebody to climb up a ladder, go through a table, having a promo in there. I don't need any dialogue at all. And then they could just splash up with the 2K logo and they could just talk about how it hits different, new matches, new features, more moves. It hits different over and over again. But I think a quick 30-second scissor reel trailer that is going to highlight actually how this game is going to do, what it's all about, is what the fans actually need at this point to get bought into it and kind of sustain us a little bit in our appetite going into September. And again, we're dealing with a ton of releases and stars potentially leaving, stars going over to AEW. It's wild time. It's fantastic time as a wrestling fan. So they're going to be careful about who they showcase within any type of reveal trailer. But I think you go with what is going to be safe. You can go with your John Cena, Goldberg. You can go with Triple H, a little bit of NXT in there. Rey, Cesaro, Roman Reigns. You can get away with enough of the main roster to show off in a quick little trailer. And my big hope would be that within that trailer, we get them to at least announce or say what the big hook is, what the big buy-in is going to be in terms of the gameplay mode. All they have to do, if it's going to be brand new universe mode or brand new GM mode, whatever they want to call it, I feel that they really need to be able to include that. And then in this subsequent months going on into September, October, they can then get into how they want to showcase and reveal the new modes and the stars and the roster and all of that. Okay, with that, second prediction is they announce which consoles it's actually on. This has actually been a debate with all of you in the comments too, and people actually asking this question over the last few months of, is this on the current gen, next gen consoles or not? A lot of people online have speculated that, hey, this is only going to be a PS4, Xbox One title. It's not going to be going over to the next generation. It is possible, but because the games have been out, I think that there's a very good chance that we will see it on next gen platforms. But I don't know if we would actually see it show up with all of the new graphical enhancements, things like that, right at its launch time. I think Xbox has a better chance of trying to optimize that game because of all of its back end where they have taken so many titles and they have given them a fresh coat of paint, or they get boosted and pushed and optimized for the Series X, even though maybe they're for the base Xbox One. And on the PlayStation side, I always feel like PlayStation is not as eager to push out next gen updates and push and features for that, graphically, frame rate, stability, things like that. I can see PlayStation taking just the base PS4 version of this game and just making it available on PlayStation 5. But if you're 2K, I think you need to go ahead and end that reveal and say right at the bottom, coming to PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox consoles across the board. My next prediction is for this reveal over the weekend, because I think that they need to be able, and again, this is not just doing a lot of just a fun time. Just what I hope for, my hopes and dreams. Join me. We don't get everything, obviously, but I think one thing that they will stay away from is revealing the showcase mode, if there is one. I've been back and forth on this myself, if they are going to actually have this year's showcase mode. Personally, I'd like to see them do one that is going to focus on a variety of stars. A lot of you have mentioned Ruthless Aggression Era and having that as kind of a showcase, and I really, really like that. I think that's a little bit of our fantasy booking there. A lot of you have said that you like to see an Undertaker or could see an Undertaker showcase mode, which I can totally see as well. But I feel like they're going to say that. They're not going to throw everything out there at fans. They're going to give them like a little bit to work with and then release stuff and more information as we go. So I'm predicting that they are going to stay away from revealing what a potential showcase mode would be if there is one. And then if they were going to get really fancy and really cool, they do it like years past, where they actually do the big cover star reveal, kind of like what they did with Punk, or they've done with other stars, where they actually reveal it in the ring with the big banner and it drops down. That's what I would be hoping for in one of my predictions. It's almost that commercial segment where they can actually do the big firework and just drop down the whole banner of who's going to be the cover star this year. And then we get the final reveal of who the bloody cover star or stars will be for this game. Good God, it's been forever, hasn't it? And the last prediction, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the pre-order bonus content. And we did a previous episode on our pre-order bonus predictions and who that could be. By the way, go check that out, support the show, give it a thumbs up. It helps the whole algorithm thing. We're growing here and it's all because of you crazy people. And I don't know where I land on a pre-order bonus, but my prediction is that at SummerSlam, they will give us that at the very end with the big splash of like what the pre-order bonus will be for this game, because they are going to want to start to get people to actually pre-order this game, assuming that a pre-order becomes available after SummerSlam. But they are going to want to try to market this even harder, and the pre-order bonus is a good way to make sure that you are going to get some guaranteed sales, guaranteed numbers out of that by getting fans to pre-order the game once that comes up and available. So you need to entice them. This is also going to help 2K with their fiscal earnings and their Q4 earnings as they're trying to get ready for this game to launch. They want to be able to show that there's great traction with the game, that it's on track to release, and with pre-order bonuses, it's going to help their bottom line, or at least put them in a better spot financially and look better aesthetically, right? It's going to make them look better to investors. Now, who could be the pre-order bonus star? That's up for debate, isn't it? You could go with the Mysterios and give Dominic and Ray and a bunch of, attires and things like that. Although I do feel that Dominic is a little bit on the boring side and doesn't speak to a very wide audience. It's hard when you have so many stars that have left the game as well, and you need somebody who's kind of tried and true. And you usually do a pre-order bonus focusing on somebody or a theme or something like that. I could see that they're going to do a pre-order bonus content where it could be some specific arenas that they want to do callbacks to, different superstar attires that maybe they want to include, or potentially it's just as simple as like doing like an Undertaker pre-order bonus thing. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do if they are doing a pre-order bonus, but my prediction is that we are going to get one. Let me know in the comments below, what are your predictions for WWE 2K22 big reveal this year's SummerSlam in Las Vegas. I'm excited. They had the news that SummerSlam was potentially going to be postponed or canceled, but then that got squashed. WWE is moving forward with the plans for SummerSlam. I'm excited. I'm also crossing my fingers that 2K gives us something to work with, so I'm going to be locked to it and giving you guys all the information and all the updates about the game. Thank you so much for watching here on Assemble. I'm Matt. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the show as we're moving towards 4,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing and too awesome. Enjoy your weekend, and as always, thank you all for assembling with us. See ya.